Dear children, today's topic is determination of molar masses of polymers. Myself, Dr. Digna Varghese. For the determination of molecular masses of polymers, like proteins, we know polymers are macromolecules and they have large molecular masses. By simple osmotic pressure measurements, have proved very useful for the determination of molecular masses of polymers. So polymers are macromolecules, so there is no strong membrane is necessary, and one like cellophane can be used to measure the osmotic pressure here, because it does not permit these large polymer molecules to pass through the membrane. So we can use cellophane instead of membranes. A simple osmometer commonly used to make osmotic pressure measurements for a macromolecules like proteins. Here you can see the diagram of osmometer. The bottom part of the glass or stainless steel chamber is covered tightly with a cellophane membrane, and placed on a perforated support. To the top of this chamber is calibrated with a capillary tube which is fixed, and the chamber is filled with the polymer solution whose mass to be determined, and placed in a larger chamber containing solvent at a constant temperature. Due to osmosis, the solvent flows to the solution. So the liquid rises in the capillary tube until the equilibrium is attained. From the rise, the height in the level of the solution is measured and the osmotic pressure is calculated using the equation pi is equal to HdG, where pi is the osmotic pressure, H is the height or the rise in the level of the solution, and D is the density of the solution, and G is the gravity. If W gram of a protein of molecular mass M is present in V liters of a solution at temperature T Kelvin, then the Van Hoff equation may be written as pi V is equal to nRT, where N is the W by M. So pi V is equal to W by M RT. Pi is the osmotic pressure. So we can calculate pi is equal to W by V into RT by M. We know W by V is equal to concentration C. Therefore, pi is equal to C into RT by M, where pi by C is equal to RT by M. However, the solutions of macromolecules show marked deviation from the ideal behavior even at low concentration. Because of in macromolecule there are substantial intermolecular interactions. Hence, a series of osmotic pressure measurements are to be made at different concentrations. And these data are extrapolated to infinite dilution to get the actual molecular mass of the polymer like protein. The presence of osmotic pressure for a solution, polymeric solution in an osmometer, that will determine the osmotic pressure of the solution. A series of measurements is done or repeated for a various concentrations. So we can plot a pi by C against concentration to get nearly linear plot, which is extrapolated to C is equal to 0 to get the limiting value pi by C limiting at a concentration C tends to 0 is equal to RT by M. Here you can see the plot of pi by c versus concentration. We get almost a linear plot which is extrapolated to concentration. C is equal to 0. We will get a limiting value of pi by c 0 concentration, that is equal to RT by M. We know solutions of macromolecules show a marked deviation from the ideal behavior even at very low concentration. Hence we are measuring a series of osmotic pressure are to be made at different concentrations. Okay, and these data are extrapolated to infinite dilution. We will get pi by c at 0. That is the limiting value. C tends to 0. We are actually extrapolating this line to C tends to 0 in order to get the actual molecular mass of the macromolecule. So this equation may thus be written as a limit law equation as limit c tends to 0 pi by c is equal to RT by M. Then pi by c limit tends to 0 is equal to RT by M. Molecular mass M can be calculated by using from this equation, that is RT by pi by c 0. This value we can easily get from the plot of pi by c versus c. Okay, so this molecular mass of the polymer is actual or correct value of the protein molecule can be obtained from this equation. So determination of molecular mass of a polymer is obtained by using this equation.